Hello and welcome to our farm here in northern Spain, Galicia, in the west of the north of Spain. That's me going to the compost heap. We arrived here last July. We decided to sell our villa in the Costa Blanca and move to a more traditional part of Spain where we could learn to farm. It has been an absolute roller coaster, uprooting our lives again. In Costa Blanca, we felt it was just too hot for our 2 rescue dogs and 3 rescue cats because we love being outdoors. So, after a road trip in March, we sold the villa and we came for the summer to Galicia to see what it was like here. And we decided we loved it and we could see our future here. And we've got a lot to learn because we want to farm. Oh, I should also mention we rescued another galgo named Brave. We call him Mozart, but most of the time, because he's scared of most things, we still encourage him to be brave. So now we have 3 rescue dogs from Spain. Hello everyone, I think I'm filming. I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Rebecca and welcome to our new channel. I apologise, I've been meaning to make this film a long time. I'm just about to put my welly boots on and head to see what Troy is doing so I can introduce you to Troy. I hope you can see me because I've never really done this with phones before, and I've just found out that my actual camera stick or selfie stick, plastic, broke a little while ago and I didn't realise, so I'm using a bendy one. So if you're a bit bouncy, I apologise. It's because you're on a bouncy selfie stick that I use for my art tutorials. And I'm going to take you across our land. So welcome to our farm here in Galicia. Oh, hola Diego, hola. Okay, so I'm not going to introduce you because you will be privy to our very bad Gallego Spanish. But we are basically, I'm going to take you up to this part of the field anyway, you can see it. We are very excited to be staying here on the farm. It's not our permanent fixture, but we'll tell you all about that in our next video. But this is our paddock that we would like to introduce some animals to. It's a small paddock. Maybe we'll have a small vegetable corner as well over here. So this is an old garden at the front of the house. And we've got a lot of apple trees on the farm because they used to have pigs here. Pigs love apples. And this is a beautiful tree. It's about to come into flower. I'll be painting some of those soon. And you have to be really careful here because these all need to be dug up to go on the compost, which we've just created, but they're very slippery, slimy slippery. Just going to come out through the Starlink, and we're clearing this area this week because this is going to be veggie plots because it's quite a sunny side. Hello Nico! Nico! See if Nico will come and say hello to you. Nico! So you can see on this farm that that's the old washing machine, which was an outdoor washing machine. It's pretty tired and dilapidated. I don't think people have been here for really at least 10 years living. And then before that, a whole family worked and farmed this land completely. The only thing that they went to the shops for was sugar. So it just shows us that we can do so much with this land to be sustainable, but we've got a lot to learn, haven't we, Nico? Nico's one of our first rescue cats from the Costa Blanca. Say hello, Nico. Love it here, don't you, Nico? Oh, He loves it. He's not much of a hunter, which is nice. We've got a little bit of a boggy area here. The water collects in this field. It's quite a wet field. So we're going to go round and meet Troy. Look at that beautiful stone wall up here. We've just cut back the yucca palm. This is the old cow shed. We've got a few cow farms around here. Nice little farm down there. The cows are all very well kept. And here's Troy. Look at this. You're on camera, so don't say anything rude. I'll swear. So we're just turning this into our first polytunnel greenhouse type thing.
Greenhouse.
I'm just going to zoom here, and we're going to buy a polytunnel, and then we said, well, they're quite expensive to get a good quality one, and the weather's quite rough here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We said we've got a lot of structures around the property. Apparently the soil isn't particularly good here, but it doesn't matter because we're going to have seedlings here.
Yeah.
And it's very sunny here, so it's at the back of the farm. So we just put a roof. Troy's cut back the grapevine. How many years do you think it was? 10 years overgrown?
Yeah, it had to be, didn't it? It was really overgrown. It was up there into the tree and everything, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good spot because obviously, like you said, the sunlight, but also the grapevine's here. So it's nice to have that grapevine inside the structure.
Yeah, it should be really pretty and ornate, shouldn't
it?
it?
That's right, and it will smell great.
Yeah.
And obviously the grapes last year was a bad harvest, wasn't it, when we came here?
Yeah.
They were very small, and the birds were attacking and eating them, so...
Yeah, they'll be a bit protected, so we'll get some to make our own wine and drinks here, and preserves that we might make, and they're going to show us how they make some of their liqueurs, and grapes are an essential part of the liqueur process, so that will be good. There is an old swimming pool here. The pump doesn't work. We don't think that that's an investment we really need at the moment as a swimming pool, but that might change. We might feel differently this summer. It's just that we had access to swimming pool, didn't we?
Yeah.
In Costa Blanca for 4 years, and we just didn't use it as much to warrant it, really.
There is obviously a shorter season here as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
So we just got to think about it, if it's worth investing in a new pump.
Yeah.
And checking all the pipe work out, really.
Yeah. We'll see how we feel. Maybe if we have people staying, we might just fill it for a couple of days for fun if we've got the water to do it, because the water is all spring water here, and it seems pretty
clean.
Yeah, and prevalent, isn't it? There seems to be enough water anyway, even if we just didn't fill it to the top. So we just Troy's putting in these battens for the plastic to go over, and then a door maybe up that side.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting the door up this end and have it open inwards, so that if we leave it open, it's inside, so it doesn't get caught by the wind. If the wind comes up, so I can quite easily put the door here, say, and then have it open against that wall, and then you can come in.
Nice. I mean, it's quite good for access to the compost heap, isn't it, that I'm trying to work on?
Yeah.
It isn't going so well
and
at the moment.
We've got access, we could turn that there into a tap.
Yes.
And unscrew this.
Oh yeah, we've got loads of water.
You can have tap actually in here as well.
Yeah,
so
that would be good.
Thing, isn't it?
There's that tap work down there.
That tap works as well, yeah.
Okay, for the pool.
So you've got 2 taps.
Yeah, now this is a really good spot, and whilst the ground isn't good, it doesn't really matter if we're using compost anyway, and we're having more sort of protected plants in here as well.
It's
more
growing
tropical.
room almost, isn't it? It's
yeah, seedlings, starting room. So how far off do you think we are to finishing it? I'm not saying that because I'm putting pressure on you, just to have an idea.
I finished off the chicken coop this morning, that's why I'm a bit behind. So I'm going to put this wall in now.
Yeah.
And then I may have to get more batten.
Yeah.
Because I've got to double it up once I put the plastic on. So I'll put this wall structure up, and then I'll put the plastic around.
Yeah.
And fix it as best I can with the battens I've got left. Go and get some more battens, and then finish it off. So
we need to think about how much we've spent, because at the end of the day it'd be really good to look at what we saved through what we've grown as well, and see how our costings go down as shopping, and preserves and things like that
Yeah.
through the winter. But at the moment, like a pack of the battens is what, like 20 odd?
23 euros, I think.
Yeah, and then the plastic was 27, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember how much the plastic
Yeah.
was. Yeah. So it'd be 3 packs of batten, and obviously the plastic, and I've had 1 box of screws. So it's worth it because we'll be growing in there. We've got it exactly where we want.
Yeah.
And we've got lots of stuff. The trouble with polytunnels, you can't hang anything off the roof so well, can you?
No.
You've got the metal structure, but it's not as good as having all this to hang stuff
Yes,
like strawberries.
that's right.
You've also got a solid wall,
Yeah.
which you can use as well to put stuff against, maybe a bench and stuff like that. So it works out a little bit better than a polytunnel.
I think so.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah. No, it was a good start for us having a go at doing it like this, and economical to see how we get on, even if I can grow things.
Yeah, and
So-
like I say, we've got the sun comes up in the morning, and this is the winter sun, and it goes down over there.
Yeah.
So you've got winter sun all the time here.
So it's actually, what is it today? It's like the 20 something February, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really like you could take your jumper
Yeah.
off now, couldn't you, out here?
Yeah,
It's really
the sun is
pleasant.
it's a bit sort of overcast today, but
Yeah.
it's still very warm.
Okay, I'm going to go off
Right,
and show the chicken area and stuff. So we moved our chickens this week. I'm going to just turn the camera around and you will see that. So this is a yard area, a green yard area between the animal sheds over here and these kind of storage sheds, which were for like more heavy duty machinery. And then you've got the Oreo, that would have been a store for grain up there. They're sort of protected in Galicia, architecturally protected. I don't know, like listed buildings almost here. So our chickens were living down here in this like little house that was here. We sort of did a quick renovation when we got here, and one of the first things we did was we got chickens, and then we've got here a little stable. So it's quite tidy in there. We've got another chicken coop in there, but that's going to be for the hatchlings, the babies, when they come, because we've got the incubator. At the moment we're storing this for wood and just bits like that. I think that's an old dog kennel up there, but that was where our chickens were living in there, and they were really happy in there, and they were very spoiled because they just went wherever they wanted to go. But we said that this should really be an area for the dogs because they spend a lot of time in the yard and they can't actually use the space now because there's chicken droppings everywhere. So we have moved the chickens now to give this a month or two where we can rake it, and when the rains come, to clear away the droppings. So this will be just a nice little play area for the dogs when the spring comes, so that it will grow. It gets a lot greener out here in the summer. The chickens have actually, they dig a lot. They basically turf up land. That's just a little twig pile. We have many of those at the moment. So this is the old chicken garden, and as you can see, the wall is actually on its last legs, but that's not a priority at the moment. It functions. I think the ladies have stayed in today, so we're going to let them out. I thought that would be fun. And the reason we've kept them in, we would never normally keep them in this long, but it was because they were not accepting their new hotel as the place for laying. So let's take them in. And they were jumping the gate. Basically, I'm just going to turn the camera. I'm really to go and lay, but they're normally laid, which is not the point. This is a lovely chicken garden for them, and it's big enough for us to get at least 12 more chickens because we've got a little doorway. This is, by the way, this is my makeshift park entertainment for the chickens. We've got a little hatch door there, which means that they can have the paddock on a nice day. So we haven't let them out to encourage them to lay. That's just rubbish in there. It's all very makeshift here. It is not. Hello! Hello! So I'm going to introduce you to the ladies. Have you done lots of poopies? Have you? So that's Mr. Bingley, our cockerel. He was kind of brought here to us by our friend. He said, do you want a cockerel? And we were like, I'm not sure. I'd heard good and bad things about having cockerels. but he is a wonderful protector, and he is very proud of that role, but he is quite nervous, and I think that that's part of his role, to be more skeptical around possible danger and protect the flock and put himself out for the flock. But here we've got our beautiful brown and black hen. Don't ask me what the breed names are because they're all Spanish, and so they are words I don't generally remember, and I can't seem to always find them in English. But our brown and black hen is Lady Tots. Oh, you've got Dirty Bum, Lady Clever. The grey hens are Lady Clever and Lady Mac. Our white hen is Duchess. And we've got 3 brown hens. There's Ginger, and then there's a Miss Bennett, who's our wonderful layer in there. It's okay, Mr. Bingley. They've just had a light. They've had a really lazy lie-in. They're pecking at their poop, which is bizarre because they've got lots of food. So this is the chicken hotel. It's been here for 60, 70 years, and it's pretty good structure. Hello, Duchess. They're very muddy, by the way, our chickens, because they spend all day outside digging in the mud. So here we go. Yeah. So this is a good sign. We've already got 2 brown eggs today, so we're settling in nicely. But that is Janie Bennett, and she is my best layer. She was my first layer. Yeah, we're just doing a chicken song at the moment to say an egg has been laid. Okay, I'm going. Right. Okay, so that's the chicken garden. The biggest thing for us now is to get our things out of storage and make the farmhouse feel homely for the sake of the girls, and organised as well, because we've been living in a little bit of chaos, and that is because we bought a house north of here only to find out it was unlivable, and that's a whole story that probably needs about a 40-minute episode to tell you how that happened to us, and how that affected us. So, but for now we're here, and we're going through the process of resolving some issues around that. It's been hard. I know I talk about it lightly now, but it's been really hard, and we're coming through the other side of that kind of emotional experience of that. And what has helped us is where we actually were living at the time, which is here. We were so happy here. So it really helped us heal through that period of the stress and the uncertainty. And then what also happened, like it was sort of meant to be, is that we connected with people and saw the support and love and kindness that we've received here, and embracing us learning to farm. And yeah, so we are feeling much more settled and ready to start our farming journey and take it one day at a time, and continue with our vision to live on the land and away from the madding crowds of society and modern life, and learn about the simpler things in life. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of the farm, and it's been short and sweet enough and long enough and informative enough. If you've enjoyed this, there'll be more videos coming out, and I really hope that you will come along for our journey, because it's going to be as much of an eye-opener to you as it is to us, and it will be really fun to document it with other people. And if you're on a similar journey, please reach out and let us know. And if you'd have any questions or comments, please put them below, because it will guide me in what to talk about on these videos and what to share with you to make it as much for you as it is for us. I will also talk about what it's like setting up a YouTube channel and navigating that process. So yes, if you want to be part of this and support us, all you have to do is like this video. You can subscribe, so we pop up when we put another video out, you'll know. And the other way you can support us is that in a week or so we'll be launching our online business, and we had this really crazy but exciting idea that we would, if we get subscribers and reach certain points of subscribers, we'd like to send out some gifts to people for being part of that. And I am very creative and I have a little bit of an artistic little thing going. So we have a little shop where I can share that with you guys, and we wanted to kind of share that with you guys as well through like gifts and discounts and things like that on the store. And everything on there is a reflection of what's happening on our life. It's not just a logo about us. It really is my artistic journey living like this and illustrating that story through a journey of just fun little things through the cats, the dogs and the nature. So anyway, welcome aboard this journey. Thank you for sticking with me this long on my first video. I hope I have been reasonably okay to watch on the screen. I'm not looking forward to editing this and watching myself back. I've got to go in now and unbox everything I've pulled out of storage, deal with that, deal with the dogs, the fact they're waiting for my attention, and make Troy a cup of tea, because I think that would be also fantastic with all his hard work. Thank you, and we'll see you again soon next week. Bye bye.